So I wrote and produced several songs as an artist over the last few years, and I really believed that this was going to be my thing there for a hot minute. And I think it's safe to say that I failed miserably. And I'm not saying that to initiate some pity party. In fact, I'm very content with how everything turned out, and now that I've taken a step back, it's a lot easier for me to see what exactly went wrong during my journey as an artist. But today I want to talk about these things because whether you're an artist, a producer, or any other type of musician, I think this could be very valuable for your journey as well. So let's get into it. My first big mistake as an artist was that I lacked focus. And being an artist, especially if you're also the songwriter, musician, producer, and mix engineer, it takes a lot of focus to be able to consistently put out music while also consistently working toward growing your fan base so that there are people who will listen to that music. And my thinking was that if I just did a little bit of everything, put out songs, sell beats, do some session work, something's gonna stick, and then I'll just go with that route, whatever that is. But the reality is, in a world full of people who are focused enough to consistently put out quality music that resonate with people, you can't just do a little bit here and a little bit there and still expect to push through the noise. Another big thing I didn't really focus on was showing my personality to my audience. After putting a ton of work into writing, producing, mixing, mastering the song, creating, some promo stuff for it, I automatically expected my audience to just go listen to it and enjoy every minute of it like I did. I got a little bit better about this over time, but for the longest time, I was making basically zero effort to show my personality on social media. And I know a lot of artists and musicians complain about having to use social media because they just want to make the art. They don't want to have to do all the other stuff to get the art in front of people. But the reality is there are successful people that are doing this, and kind of to my point earlier, how are you supposed to compete with them if you're not even going to do what they're willing to do? I also want to say that for the longest time, I believed that you either had a social media friendly personality or you didn't. Now I don't really think that that's true at all, and more so I believe that the reality is, as a creator, you have a very specific and unique personality. And out in the world, there are people who will either like your personality or maybe don't resonate with your personality. When I think of some of my favorite artists, I either discovered them on the radio or something similar, or I discovered them on social media. I really believe that the ones that I discovered on social media, I feel a deeper connection to. But why is that? It's because as humans, connection is a huge part of our being. And there's a good chance that these artists that I discovered on social media, I came across and found interest in their personalities before I gave their music a chance at all. So I would say the more personality you show to your audience, the more the algorithm can figure out what type of people are attracted to your personality. So consider how you can introduce your personality to people in a way that fits the style that you're going for with your music. Next, I want to talk about longevity because giving up is the only sure way to fail. I like to think I'm a fairly realistic person when it comes to the potential outcomes of long-term goals that I set. But I also believe that whenever you look at successful people and people who claim to have failed, the difference is likely in their mindset. Those who succeed know that this could take a long time, and it's not necessarily about seeing big results right away, but rather it's about doing consistent, quality work and looking for things to improve every step of the way. And because of this, it's also important to make sure that you really love doing whatever you're striving to do, because this could take a long time to get to where you want to be. To be honest with you, I didn't stop because I was simply discouraged by the lack of results that I wanted to see or anything like that. I'm the type of person that a lot of times I feel genuine satisfaction when I see that one person has taken the time to listen to something that I made. I think that's super cool. I still plan on putting out music as an artist from time to time, but bearing in mind what I said about focus earlier, I've kind of decided that what I want to put that focus toward right now is creating on YouTube. Just in the past couple months, I've been able to take part in some really cool conversations in the music and music gear community, and I hope to continue to do that. I love talking about music and gear, and quite frankly, my real life friends don't want to hear it as much as I want to talk about it. But my point is, whether you're releasing music, producing music, making videos, whatever, I challenge you to try to keep focus in whatever you're trying to do. Also find ways to show your personality, whatever that looks like for you, and also keep doing this thing until you get to where you want to go, not letting results determine whether or not you keep it up. I'd love to hear your thoughts or experiences on this topic in the comments down below. Also, if you got any value out of this, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more stuff like this. And as always, thanks for hanging out.